What's up, friends and fellow humans? Gonna do this podcast a little bit differently. Gonna record my surroundings out here in nature where I like to do these podcasts, and I'll upload this to YouTube and maybe Instagram, and then eventually up on the regular podcast platforms. It's a beautiful day. It's been a long time since my last podcast. Too long, in fact. I actually feel as though I've been falling behind in many ways because I have so much to say and I know very well what's at stake. A big part of the intention of my message and work with Grange is to help combat veterans find peace beyond war. But the full scope of my intention is to help humans of any background discover peace within themselves, and through our collective effort heal the trauma which has plagued the earth so that we can live in balance with our highest natural resonance and purpose for being here with each other. This message is for all humans and the various struggles we face. Not just from the battles we've fought in this life, but from the battles we've carried on for others and from previous lives. From our childhood, and from our parents' lives, and our grandparents, and on throughout our lineages, cultures, and collective human experience. I know now why I've waited so long. There's a sort of divine timing to this message, which has made itself clear as warring tensions have erupted into another conflict that is causing more pain and suffering in this world against the will of most people who are carrying the burden in blood and tears. The world witnessed what happened in Ukraine, and once again, many human lives are being pulled into a tunnel-visioned bloodlust for war. I hear some people say in anger that someone must pay, but it's not so simple, and most people don't understand the true cost of war. Before the first shot or blast ever broke out, the powder keg was loaded and ignited. There's not one man that bears all the responsibility for a war, but many people calling themselves leaders who pursue socioeconomic political agendas without understanding or caring for the true costs. I have my opinions of these so-called leaders of the world, but I'm not going to elaborate beyond acknowledging the fact that they're curiously never the ones with enough courage to sacrifice their own blood for what they feel comfortable sending others to die for. The same can be said for the great majority of people I see calling for war, to solve this problem they think will be solved by way of war. I don't remember seeing them show up to fight in the previous ones. I know talk is cheap, but I'm no stranger to war. And despite the fact that I don't want any human to have to experience war, I know it well. From Baghdad to Ramadi and the wars back at home, I've seen many good sons and daughters suffer. I've seen children lose their parents and parents lose themselves to the never-ending question why. The patterns of trauma will continue until we choose to break the cycle. This is why my focus is to nurture life and help human nature on this earth which supports it thrive, while fostering community among like-hearted people so that we can expand the human appreciation for the beauty and sacredness of life. Perhaps I haven't made it clear, but what I'm sharing with you right now is a prayer. I'm praying for every man, woman, and child on this earth. I've been praying for a long time. Feels like I've been praying for eternity in my own silent reflection. And I feel it's time for me to pray a little louder for whoever takes the time to hear. I've been praying for peace and compassion to fill the heart of every soul existing on this earth. I pray for healing peace, not just for those of us who are still here living, but for all our friends and family who have passed on. And I pray that this peace resonates so strongly within our hearts that it reaches back through all our bloodlines to heal the spirits of our ancestors, so that they know their prayers have been heard too. We may be the prayers of our ancestors who finally awaken within this dream of life to become the loving awareness that answers back through our own transformation. May we be the ones who are able to look our children in the eye and say, "We did it. We went through hell, and we kept going to find peace in this world, and we found it. This peace we share is the greatest gift we can give to you, our daughters and sons, our grandchildren and beyond." I know I've been a warrior for many lifetimes because I know war too well. I know it like the back of my hand, beyond what one could learn in the years I've been alive on this earth. I know my heart is young, but my soul is ancient, and I feel it through every cell of my body down to my bones. I'm not here to fight the wars of imbalanced ego seeking power for the sake of power, disguised as some illusion of national security or pride in politics where there's none to be found. I'm not here to fight against anyone or anything. I'm here to fight for humanity and peace on this earth, for every child of creation, even the ones who lost their way in the confusion and became mad from fear of the unknown. I fight for their peace too, because until every soul finds a way to live or rest at peace, there's still more work to be done. My greatest weapon is the shield I'm laying down with love and forgiveness, in honor of our Creator, in honor of our earth and all that she naturally provides, in honor of each other, our ancestors, and our children. Tonight I'm going down to sit in ceremony on the La Jolla Indian Reservation with my friends and family at the Church of the People for Creator and Mother Earth, and we're going to do the work of praying for peace. I hope you pray for peace too, because war is hell. And I think we've been going through it for far too long as a species with the conscious capacity to know better. I'm going to end this one here since I know there's a lot to reflect on. But in the next part of this podcast, I'm going to dive deeper into my vision for how people of like-hearted nature can come together and transform society, one community at a time, into something beautiful beyond the cycles of trauma by growing what I call the soil-based economy. Please share this message with anyone you feel may benefit from or resonate with it. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hearing me. And I hope you have a beautiful day.